1st of April. Feels like somebody's playing an April Fool's Day joke. Guess what, guys? I've tested positive for COVID. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is actually funny. I'm gonna take this out for a bit anyway. I'm in the house, but the reason I'm wearing a mask, obviously, as you've seen on today's vlog, the title of the vlog today is because I tested positive for COVID. I'm a little bit sad about it, and I really don't know, besides being sad, I really don't know what else to say because as you've known, I've been doing these COVID sort of like videos for a while now. Probably this is my 4th one. And if you recall, 2 weeks ago, I had to test my son because obviously he had symptoms. He had high temperature, which came back negative. So today, obviously, is around 12 o'clock. And I've just came back from work, and I went in work as usual today, and obviously we check our temperature as we come in, and my temperature today was 35.6, if I recall very well. And yesterday I had done my my weekly test, which obviously I got the result today, and it came back positive. And I was actually shocked. I had to read that text message and the email like 3-4 times. I wasn't shocked that it came back positive, but obviously it's how it had happened, or the timing it's taken me to come back positive. Like, we test weekly in work all this time, but the most surprisingly obviously is I've had both my jabs. But like I've said before, the jab is not cure for COVID. So I'm grateful in a way that it has happened now when I've had my 2 jabs, because I've got an underlying problem, and I'm glad that it's not going to be as hectic as it will be, obviously, if I haven't had my jab. Also, another tell for me being really upset is I have no symptoms whatsoever. My temperature is normal. I've got no coughing. I've literally had no symptoms, which obviously that's why I suppose I am shocked. COVID, obviously, it's still out there. We still have it. And, you know, I did my best to keep myself protected. So what's going to happen now is I'm in 10 days isolation. I did do a rapid test before leaving work, which I'm not sure if it came back negative or positive. So I did ask a colleague in work to send me the screenshot, because as soon as I've done it, I had to leave the premises to keep others safe. So if she sends me the screenshots, I will put it somewhere in this video to show you guys. So in this video, I'm going to document my 10 days of isolation, and I will obviously update you guys what happens obviously after today. Unfortunately, I can't even lie to you guys and said I had a high temperature, or I had a fever or anything like that. The only thing as I was driving back from home was what am I going to do for 10 days while I'm home? So I'm going to obviously keep this while I'm around home, especially with the kids. Luckily for us, Sam is off work for 2 weeks, and so are the kids. It's half term, so for 2 weeks they are off school. So we all gonna stay here and self-isolate. And what I'm going to do, because I do have symptoms, because I've tested positive, not symptoms, I'm gonna try and wear this when I'm around them, to try and protect them, so that obviously if they don't have the COVID, then they can stay safe that way. From my understanding, because they haven't got symptoms, I believe they don't have to test, but obviously I'll keep a close eye on the kids, and Sam will keep a close eye on himself if they do, because obviously the 3 of them haven't had the jab. So if they develop symptoms, then obviously they're gonna have to go and get tested. So so this week I'm just gonna be sharing with you guys what I'm doing in the 10 days, obviously while isolating with the family. and you know, I shall find things to do around the house. First things first, obviously I'm gonna strip that bed and make the bed. And on top of that, today as I came back, the internet is down, and as I was driving back, I got a text message about the water. So water is obviously gone until later this afternoon. So great start for me, isn't it? So yeah, I might obviously do the bed, do the ironing, because at least we've got the electricity, and then I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do in the next sort of like few days anyway. Yeah, so guys, today is day 2. Obviously yesterday I had my result, and I woke up this morning, don't know what to do with myself, and I've just downloaded the app, the NHS app. And obviously when you do your test, you upload, there's a code that they give you, and you put it on the app, and obviously it has come up with, I don't know if you can see that, basically it says your coronavirus test result is positive, and I have to, as I've said, self-isolate for 10 days. For those who don't know what the app looks like, it's as you can see there, it's the NHS app COVID-19. So I thought it's time that I download it, because I've never really had it. So yeah, and then obviously it asks you after that if you want to share. I think with the app, for those who don't know how the app work, it tracks obviously places that you've been and people that you've been obviously near, and then it alerts them. It doesn't tell them who have tested positive, just obviously somebody you got in contact with, and then that's how it works basically. So I just thought today, oh, another thing that happened yesterday which really confused me. I got another text message from let me see if I could find it, from NHS. I think that one was from, because obviously after my test came back positive, in work they did another test, the LFD test. That's the one that takes about 30 minutes. That one arrived, it was an hour and a half later after I got home, and the results, I'll just read them because obviously the writing is so small you can't see. Your corona lateral flow test result is negative. It's likely you were not infectious when the test was done. So, and then it continued to tell you that obviously continue to wash your hands, self-isolate, and wear a face mask. So what really means is, when obviously I did my test, or when my result came, I wasn't infectious. So this could mean only one thing, I think. It could be because I've had both my vaccine, or that's really the only reason that I think of, you know. So that obviously it's not as deadly, or it's not as hectic as it would be if I wasn't vaccinated. That's what I would like to believe. So I know some people are going to come for me right now and say, oh, you've had your vaccine, but you still got the COVID. I'm always going to stand by what I've always said, that the reason I took the vaccine, I knew, one, that it wasn't a cure, and I'm still standing by that it's not a cure. But what the vaccine does really, it make sure that when you get COVID, it's not as hectic, which is why I think maybe that's why I didn't have the symptoms, you know, or anything like that, because I've had my vaccine. But yeah, we can argue about that all day. I'm not gonna open that can of worms, but that's what I think anyway. So day 2, then what am I gonna do with myself? So I thought today I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna bother with cleaning the house or doing anything. You know, I've been in my bedroom since I came back yesterday, and so I have found, I've got 2 books which I started reading a while back. One that's a very cheesy one, Mills and Bones, Don't Laugh. And I've got this one, which I got from Sam. I have seen the movie, The Crazy Rich Asian, but I thought I started the book, then I never got a chance to finish it. So that's the plan for today. I'm just going to stay in bed, and obviously I'm going to jump in the shower now because I've just woken up, and then I'm going to read these 2 books, and I'm just going to take it easy. So that's day 2. Again, I still don't have the symptoms. I'm still not feeling like poorly or tired or anything. The only way I know I've got obviously corona is because I did the test, which came back positive yesterday. So that's about it. So let me go jump in the shower and then read my books, and then I will update you guys tomorrow what's happening. You guys, there is so much TV and books you can read and listen to music. Like literally, I've even lost count on what day it is. All I'm doing is staying in bed, sitting down on the floor, sitting on the chair, looking out the window, and that's about it really. I still don't have any symptoms. I'm still feeling fine. Yeah, honestly, I can't add on anything really. So the bed has become my best friend, and the pillows. Sam just brought me dinner, so I'm gonna eat now, and then I'm gonna watch more telly, I suppose. Well, not telly, but I'm on my iPad. It's hard, this self-isolation. It's hard. Sometimes I wish at least I'm not feeling 100%. I've managed to get some exercising weights into the bedroom, so I'm gonna do a little bit of exercises and just move, because all I've been doing really, when you're watching too much telly, or if you're watching too much sort of like TV programs, you end up falling asleep. So it's almost like I'm poorly because I'm in bed when I'm actually not. So yeah, in the past few days also, I've been like thinking a lot, guys, on where I might have picked up this COVID. I don't have an answer for that, because when I tested positive in work, everybody else tested negative. And I'm gonna be honest and obviously put it out there. I've really been careful when it comes to this COVID from day one, because obviously, as somebody who's got an underlying issue, I knew that I can't afford to obviously catch it. So I've almost cracked my brains trying to think, and I suppose I will never know the answer. Plus, also, when I spoke to the guy from Track and Trace, because obviously they call you after you tested positive and they ask you a lot of questions, where you've been. They try and piece together what you've done for the past 14 days. And for me personally, it was a straightforward answer, because obviously I keep everything on my diary. I only went out in the shops once between the 2 weeks, and a week after, like 3 days after I've been to the shops, I tested negative. So that's why it's hard for me to try and piece it together where I might have picked it up. So anyway, I said to him as we were chatting, you know what? I wonder, because obviously I didn't have any symptoms, and I've had obviously both my jabs, both were within obviously 1 week, 1 month, not 1 week, one month. I had the first one on the 22nd of January, and then I had my second jab on the 23rd of February. And then obviously I tested positive on the 1st of April. So that's like a whole month, or February, March, yeah, a whole month between that, or let's typically say 5 weeks.
if I've had a bit of a slack somewhere, I'll put my hands up and say, yeah, I had a bit of a slack, but never. I've always worn my mask. Even in the car, I've got a box of gloves that I was using if I was putting petrol in the car. I had mask as well because so I can't really think where I would have picked it up. So as we were having the conversation, I said to him, you know what? I wonder how many people like myself are not showing symptoms after having the vaccine, or who haven't had the vaccine but who haven't tested, because the only reason I know that I was positive because I did the test. So imagine if how many people that have not tested because obviously they don't have any symptoms, they have no reason to test, that are walking around passing this virus to other people. That question, as we were talking, it really frustrated me because I'm thinking, well, there's never going to be an ending with this virus, really, if that's the case. And I am grateful that I had my vaccine because probably things would have been differently for me if I haven't had the vaccine. So, yeah, I haven't got much, obviously, to show you guys today in terms of what I'm doing. I'm just chilling in bed. As I've said, bed has become my best friend and my pillows has become my best friend, and I'm just catching up. Luckily, I've got loads of stuff to watch, so that's all I can do, really. And then eating. I still got my sense of smell, taste. I'm still tasting everything. I'm still fine. Not even one symptom. So, yeah, which goes to show that really we don't know much about this virus. So, yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys on tomorrow's diary, if I may say so. And I'm hoping the end is near now because this is really, really starting to get to me. Just being in the space in the room, just the room and my bathroom and my closet, and that's about it. I speak to the kids through the door. Haven't seen them because obviously we're gonna wait for them day 8 to take a test, and then we can see. So far they don't have any symptoms, so we can see where do we go from there. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys tomorrow.
Hey guys, it's day 3 today in isolation, and I know I'm in the car, which is going to be strange. So basically it's 11:30 now, and Sam just came home with the kids from doing their test, because on day 3 and 8 they have to get tested. So he just came back, and I'm actually on my way out for a drive-through test because I just had a call from work, and Public Wales want me to obviously get tested because I haven't got any symptoms. So I believe that sometimes they are false positive. I'm not saying this is the case with me, but it's just obviously being sure, because obviously the swab test came back positive and the LFT test came back negative. So I'm gonna go do the third one now, and hopefully this will tell me anyway what exactly is going on. I'm still in isolation. I've been in isolation from the family obviously since the results came out on the 1st, and today is the first. So today I'm gonna go now, drive through. As much as you won't believe it, I've literally just jumped out of bed because I was in bed watching a TV show. So I just thought I'll go in my pajamas anyway. So I'm driving there now, and I'll be back hopefully. And I am hoping I'm gonna get the results tomorrow because they're quite quick now to come. I still don't have any symptoms. I'm still feeling fine. So yeah, it would be really good to know exactly what's going on. Anyway, let me drive to the center so that I'm not late, and I will speak to you guys once I'm back.
Thank you very much, and thanks to all of the listeners as well.
Here, guys, I'm gonna have to do the test myself. So I've got my hand sanitizer, which I'm gonna clean my hands. So once I'm done doing the test, then I'm gonna have to obviously put my hazards on, as to make sure my nose is clean, doesn't have any boogies or anything like that. And then I've got the test here. So this is so much fun, isn't it? It's got everything that I need, really. Right. So basically, solution there, swab stick, and one of these, and then there's that back there. So I'm just gonna crack on with this. I could do this with my eyes closed. Right, I've got my stick. Right. Let me just double check to make sure. Right, swab stick. This is no fun at all. Right, where do I open this? It's always tricky to open this. Right, normally there's gloves. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna sanitize my hands again. Actually, I might have gloves. I've got gloves. I always keep gloves in the car. So I'm gonna pop in the gloves. See, normally it comes with gloves. So just put in my gloves. So we are sure that, right, got my stick out. Right, and then I'm just gonna do my nose. Okay, my eyes are watery, and then open in the solution, dip in the stick, and then break it in half, and then close it. Okay, and then pop in the bag. I think it's this bag. Okay, seal the bag, and then I'm gonna put my car on, and then put my hazard on. Oh, don't know. Oh, don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Don't know. And then I'm gonna. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. Right, I've put that in the bag. Right.
Alright, let me just check that. Perfect, yeah, so if you pop that into the medical bag.
This one, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then that silver strip across the top.
Yeah.
Peel that off, back together.
Fabulous. Yeah.
You just check over your details.
Yes.
If I could scan the barcode on the bag.
That one, yeah?
Yes, please. And I colleague will just do the same.
Okay.
Pop back.
Drop it in. Yeah. Oh,
Just pop it. Just pop it in there. Lovely,
thank you.
So the only thing you need to keep on is like the card.
Yeah.
If you haven't had the results in 3 days, ring 119 at the bottom of the card and reference the barcode, and
Yeah.
they'll give you the results over the phone. All
Fab.
right?
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Right, so that is all done, guys. If my results are not back in 3 days, I'm gonna have to give them a call, but I am confident that they're gonna be back by tomorrow latest, because they have been really, really quick. And so I'm gonna obviously go home now and go back and watch my TV show that I was watching. So everything is done. I'm happy with that. We shall see. And you know, it'll be nice if the results come back negative, but if they come back positive, that's fine. I'm just gonna continue with my isolation until the 10th of April, because the isolation starts from the date of the last test, which was the 31st. So I'll keep you guys updated, obviously, what the results are like. For now, I'm just gonna drive home now, and I'll speak to you guys then.
I'm not gonna put a pen on. Mummy, where's you? Where's you, Mummy? Where's you? Look on me. That's right. Now.
Day 4 of what is supposed to be isolation. I woke up this morning and at about 6:10, I was already up actually, because I normally wake up at 6 anyway, but 6:10 my phone went ping, and it was a email from the NHS, because as you know, yesterday on day 3 I went to go take another test. Sam and the kids also went to a different place to do the test, and obviously my results came back today and they said I was negative. So, and Sam and the kids as well, they also negative. So I'm quite relieved about that, because obviously it's just been a strain to me. Like I was a little bit worried I might have not sounded like, but the main worry really was I've had the vaccine and I had no symptoms. So I was thinking, okay, so how does this work? You know, I know obviously that the vaccine is not a cure, but it was playing in my mind that if having vaccine, you're still gonna, you know what I mean, catch it and not show symptoms, that means we are fighting a losing battle. Because if, let's say, I haven't had tested and then I've went out and I was actually positive, I would have had been spreading it all over. So where does that leave us as a nation, like as a whole world, as we're fighting this pandemic? So I forwarded obviously my result to work, and they've spoken to Department of Health, and it looks like, you know, I can get on with my life. So I'm happy about that. The main one, oh, this morning when I had the kids, giving my kids like cuddles, it was so nice, because obviously I haven't been able to do that since the 31st when I did my test. So hooray anyway, which means only one thing, that this was supposed to be obviously a 10-day kind of like video, but clearly there isn't anything else I can record, because obviously things are getting back to normal. So what I'm doing today, because obviously this isolation has played havoc to my skin, and the past 3 days really has been
a bit of like a pullover, really, if I might put it that way. So I'm using today my LMS mask. As you can see, I'm really trying to bring the radiance to my skin because your girl's been obviously stressed to the core, you know. And then after the mask, I am gonna use my LMS under eye sort of like gel mask, and then I'll finish off with the Talima or Talika Stay brightening mask. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna tidy up, and then I'm just gonna get ready to start my usual sort of like day tomorrow. And I'm just gonna spend today with the kids. So obviously you're watching this video today, it's a Wednesday, and when I recorded this video, obviously will be a Sunday, day 4. So I hope you had a lovely Easter, sort of like a weekend. Mine was, I don't know, I feel like somebody has been playing prank, you know, April Fool prank, but it goes to shows that this virus is here to stay, and it's going to disrupt a lot of sort of like lives, like, you know. Oh, another thing that I had playing in my mind was, imagine if I were traveling somewhere and then I had received obviously positive and turn out that I was negative. So all that money I would have paid. So it is gonna be a bit of a nuisance, but what can we say? So I hope you've enjoyed this video and it has opened your eyes on what this virus can do, and what really the technology can add to the disruption of this virus. Because if obviously this was a false positive, only the machine can say that, or obviously when they did the test. So I don't know. So it leaves a lot for us to think, if I may put it that way, to think about. So yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and tell me what you think. Obviously, have you been in the same situation since this pandemic, you know, started? Leave me a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Other than that, I'm gonna see you guys on my next video.